Tanner Roark, one relief appearance against the Red Sox 3 years ago. Went 3 2/3, gave up a run on 4 hits.
A lot of pressure to perform, and he's lived up to it.
High in the air to right, and Bryce Harper tracking this one. How about a half dozen pitches for Tanner Roark? And here's Brian Johnson, first game against the Nats, 27-year-old right-hander. And this one flared out to center from Trey Turner, right in between where it needs to be. Squares around the bunt, pushes at third base, wait for a base hit. Beautifully done, 2-on, nobody out.
For exit velocity and launch angle.
On a foul tip on a pitch away, Harper strikes out. His last 8 games and 9 hits in that time. This one shorter and more playable, and that's Rafael Devers. Adding in the same situation here. He's going to line one up the middle on one hop to Michael A. Taylor. He's going to slap one to right. Bryce Harper thought about challenging it, made the right decision when he pulled up, and just like that, the Sox have 2-on.
Not an easy task for Tanner Roark or the Nats, but hey, it's big leagues.
Tapper, play at second, no play at first. Mitch Moreland thus over to third on the first out. Bogarts retired. And he hits a high drive to left center. Bullpen, 3-0 Boston.
Talking about reacting to the inside pitch. Watch where this pitch is. It's off the plate in. He just kind of bent arm swing, hits it into the bullpen. We talk about how this ballpark plays super small when it's warm, but boy, he pulled his hands in on that. I don't think that was a strike.
Swing and a miss. Brian Johnson taking Mark Reynolds out of the strike zone there. Taylor, look at him stay back on the off speed. And the Nats, first 7 batters, 3 base hits and a 1-1 count. Taylor running, looked like a good jump, looks like a great throw, and Sandy Leon put it right on the right corner of the bag. Taylor thrown out for only the 5th time this year. Mitch Moreland, obviously, now we're told back spasms. Quick report on his health. He's out of the game, and Steve Pearce takes over, batting 4th. And a breaking ball hit to the right of Nunez from the grass. Quick release, 2 down. Pearce, 11 years in the big leagues. Pirates, Astros, Yankees, Orioles, Rays, Orioles again, and then the Blue Jays, where he hit .291 this year. He gets a big piece of that one, and it's still going. It's either the very top of the wall. Third base umpire Jerry Lane has given the safe sign, which means it's in the yard in his judgment, and it's a double. So it's this part of the lineup that Tanner's had a problem with. That one got Severino. He is stricken by the one hop on that ball.
Right now he's a little rotational. You see him kind of falling off toward his own dugout. So
right in there. Maybe some swing back action. That's what the Nats were looking for. Murphy to Turner. And off the little backhand toss by Murph, Trey did a good job on the 4-6-3. Here's Bryce. He launches one high in the air to right. JD Martinez still going with it. And it's off the wall above him. And Bryce Harper was at first base when that ball was not caught, and he has to stop at second. Productive out. Nats trying to get on the board, down by 3. Breaking ball, and that'll get the job done, whether Bogarts caught it or not. And Mark Reynolds checks in with an RBI single. Taylor pulls it, base hit. So Michael A goes up the middle. Now he pulls it, and the Nats have something going here in the 4th, trying to keep that line moving. And on an off-speed pitch, it's a 3-2 game as Tanner Roark does drive in his 4th run. Base hit number 5 on the year. Look at that swing by Brian Johnson. And now a hard hit ball past shortstop. 2 on, 1 out. Hot shot, and that's to the right of Trey Turner. Base hit. Johnson scores. Betts behind him. And the Red Sox have retaken a 3-run lead. And the other way for an RBI hit. Benintendi coming around. Martinez to third, and it's now 6-2. And a fly ball hit deep to center. Michael A. Taylor scampering after it, and it's on to the batter's eye for a 3-run homer. (9-2) Boston. And a runner aboard, still 1 out. Maybe the bright-eyed look. But I'm interested in your opinion tomorrow, maybe during the third game against these guys. Yankees have all the power in the world, but these guys might be tougher to pitch to. That ball is smoked out to center. Mookie Betts is back. See you later. Pedro Severino, first home run of the year. And for the Nats catcher, the third of his big league career.
Again, the pitch, the location, fastball right down half street. And he knew it as soon as he hit it.
Yeah.
Was out early today, working behind the plate.
And that ball hit well by JD Martinez the other way. Bryce Harper's got it, lands, and then able to brace himself against the bullpen fence. He has 71 runs batted in. Look at that. Benintendi there. Hit into the force play, and then Martinez, the big power guy in baseball, 26 homers.
Catches it out in front. That's what happens. So the hands were in the right path, but the pitch being down and in just kind of sped him up.
Producing 11 RBIs. Got a pitch up, and he rams one to the scoreboard. See you later. Another homer for Goodwin. Took him a while to get a bunch of at-bats and making the most of those half dozen or so he's had recently.
Off the bench, he's pinch hitting. The swing has been getting better every single time. Don't forget, this guy was an integral part of last year's NL East champion.
They'll get jammed to hit it by the mound. Took him a minute to get out of the batter's box, and that's it. Red Sox have won the series. The Nats will try to salvage one tomorrow, and we will get started very early. Red Sox 11, Nationals 4 tomorrow. Erick Fedde against Boston's Eduardo Rodriguez.